Namaskar students. In this video we'll discuss how to find the area of a triangle in a coordinate plane. So area of triangle ABC we have to calculate. So we have to use some fundamental knowledge of quadrilaterals over here. What will be there I will discuss it. Vertices of triangle are A, B and C. Coordinate of A is x1, y1, that of B is x2, y2 and that of C is x3, y3. So one thing is very clear, A is x1 distance from y-axis and y1 distance from x-axis. Same B is y2 distance from y-axis and x2 distance from y-axis and y2 distance from x-axis. Same for point C, x3 distance from y-axis and y3 distance from x-axis. So it is very clear, if we are going to find the area, whole area means area of pentagon ABCRP, ABCRP, and from there if we are able to subtract the area of this trapezium ACRP of BSC, will get the area of triangle ABC. Before coming on it, we should think about trapezium. What is the area of trapezium? Area of trapezium is sum of parallel sides upon 2 into distance between them. So hereby we have drawn a perpendicular from A, B and C to meet x-axis at PQR. These are perpendicular distance. It is y dash, it is origin O. So we can have PQ. First of all, we would like to get PQ. What is PQ? PQ is x2 minus x1. QR is x3 minus x2, because R is having its coordinate x3, x coordinate x3, and Q is having its x coordinate x2. So this distance will be x3 minus x2, and again P and PR will be equal to x3 minus x1. That's all for the basic of it. Now we are interested to get area of triangle. So for area of triangle, so we have to find first of all of area of pentagon ABRP. But ABRP is divided into two trapeziums, ABQP and BCRQ. So area of AB, we can write here area ABCRP, that is equal to area ABQP plus area BCRQ. These two trapeziums. Now, what is the height of AP? That is one side of trapezium ABQP. So area of ABQP will be equal to sum of parallel sides. AP is parallel to BQ. So AP plus BQ upon 2 into what is the distance between them? PQ. Distance, this is perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. So PQ plus. Next is BCRQ. Area of BCRQ, the trapezium is again BQ one side plus parallel to it CR upon 2 into distance between them, that is QR. That is QR. Now put the values of this. So AP, what is AP? AP means the distance of A from P. P is on x-axis. So distance of A from P is given by y coordinate. Well clear to you? Y coordinate always gives the distance from x-axis. So AP is y1. So that is equal to y1 plus BQ is y2. upon 2 into PQ is x2 minus x1. Next, BQ is again y2 minus CR is y3 upon 2 into QR is x3 minus x2. Just we have to expand it. Now we'll multiply all this, or we'll leave here, we'll multiply later, but we can multiply here also. Now, area of trapezium ACRP, that is equal to again AP plus CR upon 2 into PR, that is y1 plus y3 upon 2 into PR. PR means x3 minus x1. PR is x3 minus x1. All these. Now let's see. If we are going to remove this area, from the pentagon CRP, if we are removing the red shaded area, that is ACRP, from ABCRP, that is pentagon, I think we'll get the area of triangle ABC. Very clear over here. So we'll do the same. The writing here, area ABC is equal to area ABCRP minus area ACRP minus area ACRP. So we'll have now y1 plus y2 upon 2 into x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y3, y2 plus y is plus y plus y3 upon 2 into x3 minus x2 minus y1 plus y3 upon 2 into x3 minus x1. So we can get 1 by 2 finally common. Now we'll multiply term wise. So here we'll get x2 1 by 2 finally out, then x2 y1 plus x2 y2 minus x2 y1 x1 y1 minus x1 y2. That is all for this term. Now come on the next, x3 y2 plus x3 y3 minus x2 y2 minus x2 y3 minus x3 y1 plus x3 y3 minus x1 y1 minus x3 y3 x1 y3. Now we'll see x3 y3 inside the bracket and outside the bracket, both where it is available, so it can be cancelled. One thing is went off. Next is x1 y1 inside the bracket and x1 y1 is hereby also outside the bracket, but this is negative and this will become positive, so these both can be also cancelled. Now we have x1 to where x1 terms are there. So first, so we'll take x1 term first and its coefficient means in the terms of y. So we'll take here first of all 1 by 2 finally out. x1 taken somewhere here, this term and this term. So we'll get here x1, y2 negative plus x1, y3. These are to be taken, these are now taken. Now we'll take x2 terms. So x2 term is containing y here, y1 here, and x2 term is containing y2 somewhere else. The x2, y2, this cancel, this is also cancelled out. Now x2 term here, x2 y1 somewhere else. See x2 available? Yes, hereby. So we can write here minus x2 y3. Next, now we need x3 terms, x3. So x3 to be taken from here, x3 y2, and hereby x3 y1. That's all the terms are now taken. All the terms are now taken. Now we have to take all the x terms common from available, if available. So x1 can be taken common from here, x1. So that is equal to half, a minus x1 is taken out common. So we'll get y2 minus y3. We'll take here again minus x2 common. So we'll get y3 minus y1. Taking x3 common, minus x3 common, we can have y1 minus y2. Negative sign is taken common, so negative term is coming to be positive and positive term is going to be negative. So again we'll take it minus finally common. So 1 by 2 in bracket minus x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y1 y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2. That is area. Since it is area, so we cannot take it negative. It is negative, minus. We can't take finally negative, means area is never negative. So this will be at most, this will be itself positive. That's why you will be able to see somewhere it is given in modulus value x1 into bracket y2 minus y3 plus x2 in bracket y3 minus y1 plus x3 in bracket y1 minus y2. That's all for this derivation. But hereby I would like to tell you how to recall it, how to make it in understanding, how to learn it. Obviously we are going to see here it is cyclic, like A, B and C somewhere, x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, all these. So A to B, B to C, then C to A. So when we are taking x1, 1 by 2 is to be taken finally. How to learn I am telling you. x1 with x1 means that we have to move in 1, 2, 3. x1, then y2 and y3. 2, if we are taking 2, then 3, then 1. 2, 3, 1. If we are taking 3, then 3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. I mean to say x1, then y2, y3. x2, y3, y1. x3, y1, y2. In other words, x1 into this column is to multiply. First column is to multiply, and it is y2, y3 minus subtraction. This into this. So x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. That's all for this video. In this way we can learn how to use it in cyclic way. Cyclic I mean x1 is taken, then y2 minus y3. x2 is taken, then y3 minus y1. x3 is taken, then y1 minus y2. In cyclic way we have to move on. Thanks a lot for watching this video.